time there was no 494, no 35, nothing except Lexington and a few other roads. It was really pretty desolate out here. This whole area here to the west was Lauer's farm, and the Lauer boys went to school here. And they had a big farm there, corn and everything. And then there were some to the south and a few all around, but that was the big area that we bought from. And Mr. Pat Casey was kind of behind a lot of that. We had a lot of meetings and finally built the first middle school.
And then we started having extra teachers coming down, and with those teachers who are teaching in the high school and teaching in the grade school, they gave them, this is what you have to do when you get into that high school. Because I was always telling the kids, you get into high school, you're preparing for college, and that freshman year is so important to keep your grades up there. Some kids have a poor freshman year and end up paying the price to get those grades up.
And we had such good teachers. Mike Byrne was teaching in the social studies. Solfrid Eslanian, she was English. Jim Ruley, English. Dave Bassett had the science lab there, did that. Bill McEwen, Tom Kilkelly, math teachers. Oh, we had some excellent, excellent teachers. And connected to that school was Miss Desjardins' art studio. And so we designed that with its own carpeted pit, and we'd have our own formations and stuff, but we'd take the kids up to the high school formation all the time. And we had a lot of integration as well as that separation.
And plus, as I said before, it was great for us to go up to the formations. The kids had got a great idea of what it was like to be up there in the upper school. It was a plus that way, and plus all the programs we brought them up to.
Well, I think always when I was in teaching, I mean, you wanted homework not for something that they were going to have to go through. You wanted them to gain something out of this, and so make it an interesting assignment in doing that. And I've always found with 7th and 8th graders that this is exciting, something to draw or write or create something here. It made it very special to them, and they look forward to doing the work. We also tried as a middle school, the faculty,
once a month we would plan some activity that we thought was very important for them to take the whole middle school. We always thought it was a good thing to take a day, like sometimes we went to the theater, sometimes to museums, special event or special areas, and then be able to, what they probably loved the most is stop at a McDonald's and get the treat. But I think it was very important for them that we get together and have this prepared in the classroom, and then they get a chance to go through this at the University of Minnesota or a college campus to get some ideas. This is what the future could be for you guys. So those are some of the things we did, besides what we were doing in the classroom, to keep them updated on what is going on in our society.
And then I left in '86, yeah.
he took a parish. He left here and went to a parish in early childhood. And that had to be, we were up here in our first school built up here. So it had to be somewhere probably in the 80s. That's when I was always the assistant of her father. And then I became the director of the middle school.
It changed. Instead of teaching all the time, I was only teaching 1 or 2 classes. And then eventually they wanted me to do more administration, and they took me out of that class. And I missed that. I always missed that approach, being with the kids in the classroom, going over things there. So the last number of years, I was just basically doing the director of the middle school, planning activities and interviewing and making sure everything was running the way it should run.
8th grade kept on getting bigger and bigger.
And our class sizes started. We tried to keep as many kids as we could. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought we had up to 4 or 5 sections of 8th grade. St. Thomas was really, parents wanted to get their kids into St. Thomas Academy. So all of a sudden we were outgrowing our area down there, and that's what caused the rebuilding of, so added more space, because we had started having some of our classrooms up at the high school because we were expanding some, which was a positive. I mean, you see the number of kids that were applying, and even at that time, a lot of grade schools in the St. Paul, Minneapolis area were doing well too. But we started getting more and more kids coming to St. Thomas Academy.